Scout, with a cigar in its mouth, looks up to the effigy of Kevin Hart, seeking answers. It seems even with a memory-wiped state, they still know the value of the one they hold the most dear.
Tell my wife I love her, as I will be cheating on her with the Scouts. That was an inside thought. One of the Scouts appears to carry its dung with it. What it plans to do with this is unknown.
None of my business.
Seems to have thrown it at the camera person. How unfortunate. We just got word that the camera person has tried to sue the Scout for defamation from this. Unfortunately, the Scouts do not meet the minimum IQ to count as a citizen, so they cannot be charged in a court of law.
The Scout's intelligence has been deemed so low, they have been demoted to a plant.
This will be their dinner.
By God, it is! How do they eat?
The Scouts have seemed to have set the crab on fire. This is so it can eat it later.
Despite the below-average intelligence, Scouts are the only known organisms to have mastered all of the elements.
Are they the Avatar?
The Scouts have engaged in a staring contest.
This is a problem, as neither of them are capable of blinking.
Do you think they're trying to barter?
They are forever locked in a standstill, as they cannot blink. Now they begin drinking. We're going to be honest, we have no idea why they're doing this.
Jessica from accounting has given them massive quantities of alcohol.
God damn it, Jessica!
This is once again because the Scouts actually own the company. Jessica is simply a front for their legal operations.
They're ecstatic over dinner.
They haven't eaten in weeks.
That's what I was going to say.
This is partially due to the fact we have not fed them.
They're attempting to
So
play
sorry.
along with the music. Unfortunately, they're fucking terrible.
The feline seems to be infected with a disease commonly carried by the wild scout. After suffering horrific seizure, the feline ceases to exist.
One of the Scouts appears to be throwing the camera person soda. Whether this is an act of aggression or friendship is unknown.
The Scouts don't seem to know the difference, either way.
Judging from the previously fucked soda cans, we're still not sure. But we don't really want to find out. Scout appears to be powering up, even more so than whacking off.
A tiny Scout has burst out of the chest of the larger adult. It will continue trying to regain its power the only way it knows how.
You gotta say it.
Absolutely yanking it.
This Scout, of course, was at one point a premier member of the Harlem Globetrotters.
Really?
No.
Oh my god. Coincidentally, this Scout also knows how to perform the Harlem Shake, unrelated to the Harlem Globetrotters.
We've got so many views on YouTube from that.
One of the Scouts has evolved. He has learned to use his limbs.
If only slightly.
He's twitching.
This is the view that you would get if you were giving the Scout head.
What's going on with the big one? What's going on with the big one?
It appears he has changed dimensions. I forgot to mention that they can just do that.
Flat Stanley!
By turning one-dimensional and turning sideways, the Scout is virtually invisible to all possible predators. The three-dimensional scout is having none of it, as two-dimensional scouts are discriminated against by their 3D counterparts.
In contrast, four-dimensional scouts are actually quite liked by the 3D scouts. Unfortunately, they are not on our mortal plane, so we cannot observe them. This scout appears to be quite thirsty.
This is the look of a scout who is not liked in centuries.
You can't anymore. It's
What
so
they
sad.
then pussy does to a motherfucker.
This subculture is known as the decrepit scout, which will attempt to suck the wank out of its counterparts and anything in its way.
Here we go. I don't think. Oh, tragic.
That one will have to be on the Patreon, which, as a reminder, for $1 a month, you can get a special role on the Discord. For $5, you'll get a shout out at the end of the video, and we'll feed your name to the scouts on a piece of paper. And for $10, you can meet with the scout and become one with him. The context of this is up to viewer interpretation.
A filthy pig has come onto scene.
It appears that we've...
This documentary fortunately doesn't support the police.
So what do they do of this? What do they... Fuck.
True.
Yes, they do. All the time. It's actually quite a problem. One of the scouts appears to be bald. However, this is normal, as it is getting quite up there in age.
Who brought their fucking chihuahua into the scene?
It appears to be the scouts. Clean up on aisle, the stairs.
The scout seems to have figured out our secret door and has breached containment once again. We have not located the scouts. They could be anywhere.
They could be anyone. Scout appears to have discovered a friend.
Lock them in there.
I will now proceed to lock them in for their own good. Oh no. Fuck. Shit. I've missed the button prompt. It is morning time for the scouts, as they're able to roam free in the morning hours. The facility is open to any and all.
The smaller scout, once again, attempts to read.
I no idea.
The scout realizes that it can finally read. It has learned, and thus it has gained a single IQ point. This is a big
However,
moment
it
for
has-
said scout.
This is a big
It has yet
moment.
to learn that fire is hot and has passed away from third-degree burns.
We've just received double confirmation, in case we are the idiots, that fire is indeed hot. Just in case. We've recently added our $500 tier, where you can sleep with one of our catgirl maids.
No way. That's amazing.
They did, however, did not agree to this, and we will sue them if they do not.
The scout is learning about the world at large around it. It is currently rolling a dice. However, it does not know how counting or numbers work.
It also thinks the other scout's piano playing is fucking shit. The scout decides it can do better.
The scout is incorrect.
We've had multiple scientists listen to this melody to confirm. We've even had children attempt to listen to it, and 10 out of 10 of them cried upon hearing the first 3 notes. The scout discovers the magical wonder of a microwave. Not knowing how it works, the scout decides to put many metal objects inside of it.
Eventually, the scout turns his attention suspiciously to the smaller one. And the younger scout hides behind a curtain, fearing the microwave and its deadly powers.
The scout rapidly changes sizes to show off. This is an attempt to seduce the camera person.
It appears that the microwave's effects on the Scout caused it to grow drastically in size. The Scout seems to have brought us in for a ritual of its kind.
The Scouts appear to be in a playful mood. Fortunately, there are no balls to whack off in the nearest area, so they'll have to make their own fun. This Scout quite enjoys staring at this microwave, who expects it to change just from this sheer will.
A Scout has discovered the rec room of the facility.
Better keeps his hands off my chicken nugget.
One of them goes straight for the breast milk in the fridge. Fortunately, the Scouts carry all of their money on them in quarters, so they're able to infinitely order from vending machines.
Despite only being capable of using quarters, they still choose to pay us in pennies.
This is out of spite.
A Scout attempts to game. Unfortunately, he has forgotten to plug in his monitor. The Scout, anyways, shouts at young children on his mic.
The Scout has acquired what we call in the industry gamer rage, as his 13 kill streak was ended by a shotgun user in the corner.
This of course is all a hallucination, as we've established. His monitor is not plugged in, and we have no Wi-Fi in this island. A Scout has found where we kept his brother petrified in a pillowcase. The Scout, thankfully, seems to not notice, and moves on with his life.
Similar to Han Solo.
The Scout has now learned a dark secret. That's the secret.
As we all know, Kevin Hart is the keeper of all secrets. The Scouts, of course, always respect this. One of the Scouts uses his telekinesis power to play golf. Unfortunately, he considers it bowling. The Scouts will be forced to look at the sun for hours.
Scout sings a heartfelt Disney princess song about what could be out there awaiting it.
Unfortunately, we cannot play you this because Disney has copyrighted it.
Why Disney even wants to associate with us is beyond my guess.
One of them, however, picked up the Mary Poppins VHS tape from earlier. This is in fact not a Disney movie, you fucking moron. Evolution has taken place.
The Scout has reached level 13 and has evolved into its next form. It would like to learn the move Harden.
Unfortunately, I'm already a level 100 Mafia boss, so it doesn't fucking matter. One of their Scouters seemed to have stolen my watch. It has figured out that I am watching, and is now attempting to escape. The snipers on the front deck of the facility will prevent this. This large Scout fucking sucks at bowling.
As you can see upon its evolution, it is no better at any skills whatsoever. Kyle is being a bitch to this Scout.
For the record, Kyle, I never liked you anyway. That's what you get for beating me at Halo 3 multiplayer.
Wow.
The Scouts attempt to use a rock to stabilize themselves to the earth. Not doing this will result in them flying away.
Another theory states that the Scouts use this rock to help them fall asleep. Not knowing how to fall them sleeps themselves, the Scouts will hit each other in the head with rocks until they pass out.
Scientists here have confirmed that it is indeed an effective method, as we have tested it on Kyle.
This sleep is said to be exponentially better, and we could confirm this, as Kyle has not yet woken up. His 3-day slumber has been very restful.
We would ask him for comment, but unfortunately, once again, he is not waking up. This scout is probably having incredibly homosexual thoughts. We, however, cannot confirm this. The scouts appear to be taking turns. The other scout, however, is a lazy sack of shit and appears to have fallen asleep on the comforter.
Scout gets back up and goes back to his duty, watching the first scout sleep. This scout, however, is homophobic. Two-dimensional scouts are especially homophobic and do not support the LGBTQ community.
Can we kill him?
Little does the homophobic scout know, he is secretly gay himself.
Oh, repressed.
He will come to this realization in Season 3.
The scouts exhibit a very unusual method of defecation.
Fortunately, with the scout's previously mentioned teleportation abilities, getting on the toilet is the easy part. The hard part is getting off, as teleportation is temporarily disabled after defecation.
Luckily for us, they will not defecate, as previously stated, we have not fed them.
Any use of the toilet is simply for remembrance of the time when they used to defecate. The scout begins to vibrate. We don't know why.
This is a sign of This is believed to be a sign of constipation. The scouts rejoice over a fishy friend.
Unfortunately, the fish does not reciprocate because it cannot breathe.
Someone get us some water.
The scouts show great affection for fish. Whenever they see one in the water, they try to save it from drowning.
The scouts make sure to give the fish a nice bath, as they feel they might be dirty from the ocean water. Instead, they are simply making them dirty from all of the build-up of mold in the spigot.